Well guys, I can practically see the comments to this video already. Comments like, here he goes again. Here he goes with those crazy conspiracy theories. Here he goes talking about chemtrails again. People's probably already done in the comments right now doing this, telling me how I'm nuts, how chemtrails are conspiracy theories been proven not to be real by the scientific community. I've heard that several times. But if they went and looked at cloud seeding, geoengineering, if they went and looked at, did a simple Google search, Bill Gates dimming the sun, they would see that it wasn't such a conspiracy theory. Look up 2025 owning the weather. All kinds of documents, all kinds of patents about this, but people will still be in the comments talking about me being a conspiracy theorist, and here he goes again. But anyways, guys, have you noticed that the sky isn't blue anymore? It isn't blue anymore. Not like it was. Even on days that there's no cloud cover, you can't see any clouds. You look at the sky and it's like got a hazy white grayish color over the sky. When I was a kid, if I remember correctly, I might be crazy, but I remember looking at the sky quite a bit when I was a kid. And the sky looked like a real beautiful dark blue. Now you don't see that. It looks like grayish, whitish cover over top of that. And some days the cloud cover is really thick. And used to be, clouds were all white unless it was going to rain. You'd have a big black cloud come up. And now if you look at the clouds, most of the time they're like a smoke color. They don't look real, don't look natural. If you go out at night and you look up at the sky, you very seldom see a star. You very seldom see anything besides just darkness. It's darker at night than it used to be. And this change has been pretty rapid that I've noticed. When I used to take my little dog out, I took her out at night all the time, a couple of times a night before I went to bed to make sure, she was relieved, she could pee and poop or whatever before I went to bed. I would take her out, and I would look up at the sky quite a bit. Every time I take her out, look at the sky, actually look at the stars and things. And I remember just a few years ago, 7 or 8 years ago, the sky, just about every night, you could see stars everywhere. You could make out the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper. You could see beautifulness, beautiful stars in the sky, clear night sky. Now you go out and it looks just dark. Have you noticed this? That's why I want to make this video, because I want to see what you've noticed. Most people go around with their phone in their hand looking down all the time, even when they're walking. I saw a guy yesterday. He actually was working for the Pepsi company because he was driving a Pepsi company truck. When he got out of his truck, he had the phone in his hand and walking with the phone in his hand. Never looked around, just looking at his phone as he's walking. Never look up at the sky. Most people don't notice. When I was a kid, like I said, I looked at the sky all the time. We would fly kites and things like that, climb trees. So I remember the sky being a beautiful, even not when I was a kid, just a few years ago. It was like a beautiful neon blue color a lot of the times. The clouds are actually white and look puffy like cotton. Now you see it's the haze. It's kind of a bluish, but it's still got a haze over top of it. Is this natural? Is this man-made? What's going on here, guys? Have you noticed this? I sure have. Other people I've talked to have. In fact, what brought this video on this morning was talking to my mom last night, and where she sits at, she has a computer desk, and she is by the window, and where her house is, she can look out the window and she can see the night sky. And she was talking about never seeing a star, Never seeing really the moon anymore. Very, very seldom. If you do see a star, it's just one or two. It's not like a nice, clear night sky like it used to be. So I'm sure you all noticed the same thing. Maybe it's different where you are. Maybe you're in a different country and you don't see this. What do you see where you are? Let me know in the comments below. Do you see this? What are your theories? Do you think that, a lot of states like Tennessee, has passed legislation to ban geoengineering? And I don't see it as much now of the daytime. Most of the time when I see planes now flying over the daytime, they had that short trail behind like they used to have when I was a kid. Are you doing this at night? Are you doing this at night? And then you get this of the daytime, this milky color all day, then they come back at night and do that. The way people can't see it as much at night. Did they move the operation to after dark in different locations? I don't know. I don't know. I know something's not right. I know the sky isn't normal. I know it doesn't look like it used to look. And you can go down and, like I said, conspiracy theory all you want to in the comments. But there's so much information that shows geoengineering, cloud seeding, weather modification. Go look it up. If you look up chemtrails, they'll tell you it's a conspiracy theory. But you look up geoengineering, cloud seeding, weather modification. Look up Only in the Weather is an Air Force document. Only in the Weather in 2025. Or it was maybe it's Only in the Weather in 2025. By 2025, or it was something like that. Only in the Weather by 2025, I think what it was. You can look that up. And they talk about Only in the Weather in that. How they want to control, manipulate the weather. How they want to be able to move hurricanes, and how they want to be able to do this and that. And they planned on having this by 2025. It's public. You look at all the patents. There's all kinds of patents about weather modification, about different devices, about hurricanes, about everything like that. So it's not a conspiracy theory. And the sky definitely is different. It's like they want the world to be more dark and more darkness. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. What you've seen where you are. Have you noticed this? Or have you not noticed this? Do you look up? What are you seeing where you are? What are you seeing at night? What are you seeing during the daytime? How is it different than when you was a kid? How does it differentiate from when 10 years ago, from before the COVID pandemic happened? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Give me your thoughts, your opinions, and your experiences in the comment section below. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, hopefully.